Greetings, family. It's once again another time to take a moment with myself, Mama Ama, as we take a journey into the mystery. And the mystery we explore on Sundays is the mystery of radiance. Today, I decided to reconnect you all with the sound work that I do. I do a lot with a lot of things. However, today we're going to explore sound. And so let's just take some deep breaths in and allow this sound to connect with you. Mm, 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 You know, there's a lot to be said for taking in the small and beautiful things, the beautiful small things. I talked yesterday about the preponderance of the small and how, some of us, myself, happen to be someone who journeys with, um, journeys through challenges. And I journey through them often by um, allowing the little dots, like little light dots or whatever, to kind of carry me through. And I know that a lot of my work is as a lighthouse. And that moves in with the energy of radiance. Whether or not a lighthouse can simply be a candle with mirrors around it that broadcast that light even brighter, But what I know is, as a lighthouse, much of what I go through is conjuring medicine that is not always just for me. Some of the medicine I'm conjuring is for you. I journey through things not just for myself, but for we. And I believe that may be more common than we know. That some of what we're going through is to keep going through and to, to not attach to the challenges. Yesterday I talked about hurting, and I've been doing, I was fortunate yesterday. I got a few massages. I got some really good body work done. I did some really good stretching. And today it's still there. Is it there at the same intensity? No, it is not. And so what I'm also getting into is a conversation with you all. I want to touch on the conversation with you all about balance. Balance. And what it means to choose which side of the line that you're going to walk on, the upside or the downside. And when I talk about the upside or the downside, I'm really exploring inside of this conversation your preset, what you are determining. Are you determined to be fatalistic or nihilistic? Not because those moments don't come. Pause, right? Those moments are gonna come. I lived through them, you know. But outside of living through those moments, I also know that joy is everywhere I go as well. And I have the opportunity to remember that there's balance in all things that I've come through. And if you're here listening to me right now, you too have come through. And if we can remember that we come through, You know, there is the get by with a little help from my friends. There is a new day, new way. There is the allowing the sun to shine on your face. There is the rains that accompany your tears, so you're not alone in the tears that fall. Like there's always a way through. And that is my reminder to you that we are always coming through. And so on this day of radiance, I invite you to remember the grace and the love that is ours. The grace and the love that is ours. Always. Never going to change. You know, there's always some love if you can find it. And I remember the mama who taught me many, 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 many moons ago, so I'm going to pass it on to you. If you can find one blessing, you can find one more. And that's your job sometimes. That is all you need. That becomes the mirror, the reflection that allows your light to shine bright. So let's see what these cards are that I pulled. I'm pulling from the Mystical Shaman. I have the Pocket Oracle. I have the big one as well. But this is the Mystical Shaman Pocket Oracle. We're going to see what these cards are, what this message is on this day of radiance, this sun day. Here we go. Okay, the journey. Yep, that's what it is. It's a continued journey, y'all, where we are being led, where we're having to hold ourselves, where we're having to sometimes close our eyes and be in the midst of our process. But the light still shining. We walk out our journey. And that means up and down, in and out, around and around, but forward ever, even if we time travel in our minds. Let's see the next card. The winds of change. There's a lot going on in terms of transformation, transmutation, transitioning. Transmutation, transformation, transitioning. And when we understand the wind, or Yah, we understand the spirits of the wind that blow and bring with it change. We talked about that before. If you weren't here, shaping change. We are at the leading point of our own lives, where the choices we move determine what side of the line we're going to be on. Do we keep choosing nihilism, or do we choose the lift? Do we choose the optimism? Do we choose the joy? That is our option. Let's see our next card. The staff. What do we hold on to? We see the spirit of the giraffe here, one with the long neck, and holds its head up high. To what are we holding on to? What is the staff that we anchor ourselves with? What is the rod where we say, thou shalt not pass, and we anchor ourselves? That is a truth for you. It's a truth for me. I know that I am currently anchoring myself in these spirals, in these rings of coming here and being with you. So what shall be your staff? What will be that which you use to walk with? The third leg in the physical form that you used to walk with. I have these last two cards. We have the serpent, the energy again of transformation. We are in the year of the snake. The snake must shed its skin. There is this ever evolving. Sometimes we see it in the infinity sign. Sometimes we see it as a snake biting its tail. What we understand about the looping nature of the serpent, the looping nature of the serpent is the opportunity to conjure your own sacred medicine within yourself through the spirals, twists, folds, and turns of your life. Snake medicine is highly transformative. We have the opportunity to conjure that in ourselves. So think about that. And the last card that came, and I think it mirrors the first card, is the luminous warrior. The luminous warrior, held by the desires of the belly, guided by the light inside, anchored by these illuminating spaces around the head, and then the light behind the crown around the whole being. Who are we as luminous warriors? And you see how they match the journey of the luminous warrior. So here we are on this day of radiance. I hope that this message supports you. This is a moment to remember balance in all things, but you choose what side of the line you lean to? Are you leaning towards your optimism? Are you leaning towards your purpose? Are you leaning towards joy? Are you remembering that this moment does not last always and we have a next new moment to step into? I love you so much. Thank you for the chance to be with you, and I will see you again tomorrow.